Hello again, buenos dias, and welcome to my YouTube channel here at Benidorm and beyond. I produce entertaining, fun and informative vlogs about the fantastic resort of Benidorm where I have lived for well over 20 years now. So please come along and join me on my regular Spanglish adventures. And don't forget to leave me a comment, like or emoji, or to just simply share this vlog or subscribe to the channel to help spread the word about Benidorm and beyond and get more positive vlogs about this beautiful tourist city out there in the world. Today's vlog comes in the form of a latest news update, and this bulletin brings you 3 news items about things that have all happened here in the past week or so. Our first story concerns the very sad news that a 50-year-old man had to be rescued on Friday night here in Benidorm after falling from the headland in the old town known as the Mirador del Castillo and then plunging towards the cliff below. It's as yet unknown why the man fell, but he was seemingly standing on the lower balustrade, the one closest to the water, after 11 p.m. at night, when he fell into the void just a few metres from the sea and landed on a very steep surface, according to sources from the Alicante Provincial Firefighters Consortium. To carry out his rescue, a large device was launched with the aid of not only the firefighters themselves, but also with help from the local and national police and ambulances from the Red Cross and the Urgent Medical Care Service, who are known here as SAMU. Given the uncertain and rocky terrain, a controlled descent was made to where the man was by installing several lines of safety ropes. After reaching the injured man, a safety harness was placed on the poor gentleman, whereby he was then carefully ascended to the base of the old castle area before health workers could give him initial health care on site. The man had several wounds and bruises on different parts of his body from the fall, as you would imagine, and the recovery and aftercare work, which included help from the firefighters' headquarter command unit, continued until after 3 in the morning. I remember reporting a very similar incident just a couple of years ago involving a young woman who fell from the top of the viewpoint whilst trying to take a selfie, although if I remember rightly, her outcome was much more tragic. So it just shows that safety really does come first, and sometimes that beautiful view or photo is just not worth it unless you are really super careful with others looking out for you at the scene too. Our second story brings happier news regarding the recent long bank holiday weekend we have just had here in the region, known as a Puente or Bridge weekend in Spain. With Friday the 8th of December having been a public holiday for the Day of the Immaculate Conception, which also just followed another fiesta or Red Day of Wednesday the 6th, which was for Constitution Day, many Spaniards took the opportunity to get away for a long weekend, as we would say, with many thousands heading to their favourite seaside resort of Benidorm because yes, the city-dwelling Spanish love this fantastic tourist city just as much as we do. Continuing high, almost spring-like temperatures were cited as one of the main reasons that many flocked to the resort, as well as those travelling by their own car being able to take advantage of cheaper petrol costs, which are reported to have dropped to pre-Ukraine war prices. Benidorm's hotels and tourist accommodation reached a pretty remarkable 85% occupancy for the long weekend period, making it the most populated town or city in the region. With the nearby resorts of Calpe, Altea, Alfaz del Pi and Alicante also seeing good numbers, reporting occupancy levels of between 63 and 76% themselves. This extra influx no doubt provided a much-needed boost to the economy, with Benidorm naturally always going quiet after our patron saint Fiesta week and before the run-up to Christmas. And with the good weather set to continue for a while as yet, let's hope others are inspired to book a quick Benny getaway before the festivities start and enjoy a few days away in the sunshine too. Our third and last story turns to environmental matters and reports, maybe surprisingly, that Benidorm is the 3rd most efficient city in the world in terms of water use, behind only Tokyo and Singapore. This also means that Benidorm ranks an impressive 1st in Europe, according to the World Ranking of Water Use Efficiency of the IWA, the International Water Association, which measures water losses in large cities. This has largely been achieved by the reuse of regenerated water, as well as the use of technology and the preventative maintenance of pipelines. At the Dynapsis Centre in Benidorm, water pipes are analysed to estimate their useful life via artificial intelligence based on the material they are made from and their inclination and proximity to the surface, among other factors. The objective of the centre is to renew the most critical pipes in the municipality before they start to cause problems, which is why I'm sure there are seemingly always so many roadworks going on around the resort at any given time, but all to prevent future mishaps before they even occur. In Benidorm, the water consumption per inhabitant per day is between 110 and 120 litres, which is amazingly less than the average in the whole rest of Spain, which stands at 150 litres per person. According to Antonio Sanchez from the Promotion and Marketing Department of Visit Benidorm, this is due to the high daytime tourism that this area has, using the example that, for instance, hikers consume water, but since they do not always stay overnight, they have less impact on the water footprint. Also, the town hall and local authorities are committed to the use of regenerated water and salt water in the beach footbaths, as well as a host of other measures which include examining the underground pipework via digital cameras lowered into the sewers. This watery story brings us to the end of today's vlog, and I hope that you've enjoyed listening to this latest trio of news updates with me. If you have, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of my other regular videos, as well as maybe taking a wee peek at my huge back catalogue too, which includes detailed and info-packed street and beachfront walks, reviews on Benidorm's most popular tourist hotels with a fly-on-the-wall look inside and out, reviews on cafes, bars and new businesses, as well as lots more updates, news and info. I'll see you out and about next time, and thanks so much for watching as always. Bye for now, adios, and catch you all again soon. Cheers!